Well, welcome back, folks. Today I'm preparing to install, at least temporarily, the exhaust system on the Yamaha YL1. This is going to be a temporary installation because I haven't been able to find anyone to chrome these exhaust systems yet. I originally had a local chromer set up to do it last summer, it'd be summer of 2019, and he went out of business. And I've not been able to find anyone since that is willing to do so. And we're right in the middle of this virus pandemic, and a lot of businesses around the country, at least in the U.S., are temporarily closed. So I have not sorted out the rechroming of these exhaust systems. So consequently, I'm going to reinstall the originals to get the bike started and get it running. And then later on, when I am successful in finding a chrome shop that will take them, they'll come back off and be sent out. But for now, we've got to work with what we've got. This is the right side exhaust right here I just picked up, and you can see the baffle here I had pulled out and cleaned and reinstalled it. It looks something like this. This is the one for the left exhaust. The inner diffuser, which fits on the inside here, looks something like that. I did not take out, I would have preferred to remove it, but somehow or other it's gotten damaged and flattened, and to get that out is going to be a lot of work, and you can sometimes do more harm than good trying to remove these. Working on exhaust systems on old two-strokes is a dirty, messy job anyway, and you get carbon buildup and you got oil all over the place, so I just left well enough alone. But I did have the inner unit like this out and media blasted it and reinstalled it with a new screw, as you can see, or bolt right there. So this exhaust is ready to go back on the bike. This left side exhaust, the one closest to me right here, I also of course pulled the inner baffle out like you can see, and this is run through my media blast cabinet. This did not have an inner diffuser that looks like this. It was missing when I got it, so I had to get a new one on eBay. They're actually quite common, believe it or not. And you see the original bag it came in, it looks like that. I did have to replace the hardware that locates it in place, new from Yamaha. And these are real easy to put together. The diffuser just fits in like that. Now keep in mind, everything here has been cleaned on the inside, in the outside, and this was new. So if you've got a dirty, greasy unit, it might not go together quite this easy, but it just slips over like that, and you twist it over to lock it, and then what you'll do is you'll put a flat washer, a lock washer, and then the nut on, and then you can just snug that into place like that. You don't have to over tighten it, just snug it down. And you can see what that looks like right there. Now to install this into the muffler body, you've got these two holes. I think you can see one right here and one right there. These, by the way, in both cases, in fact on both mufflers, these are all blown out. And what I did is I welded this up and ground it back smooth, like you can see there, to replicate what I believe was the approximate original shape. And the way this goes together. So what we're going to want to do is this hole right here, there's that hole that I just pointed to, those two holes that I had fixed. And I think you can see something like that. So I'm going to just turn that. You can see one of the holes right, I think you can see it right there. And I can turn it all the way around if I want. And I'll come across the second one right there. I think you can see right where my thumb is pointing. A new screw goes into that hole. That's just a locating screw or bolt. And then we just snug that down. And there we go. Now these inner baffles on both pipes will have to come out when I find someone that will rechrome these, so I can send them off to the chrome shop. Now both of these pipes, if I might just add on, were in fairly rough shape in here on both of them. And I have started to repair some of that, more so on this one than on this one. These are very exposed, being low slung like they are. It's very common to find dents and creases in here. So I've started doing some repair work. You can see, I think, on the end. And I started out by brazing in some of the dents. I have heard of people that are splitting the seams and open them up and repairing the dents, putting them back together and welding them. I'm not going to do all that. But what I have started to do, and I'm not done yet, is I've started to fill in the dimples and creases that were in this area on both pipes with weld, and then I'll grind it back. So I've started the process, but it has not been finished yet. As you can see there, there were some pretty significant, there's one significant crease and a couple of dents in here that I'm starting to repair that I have a little bit more work to do there. But for now, they'll be fine to get them on the bike so that I can get this project started.